Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Life Full of Zest. Thank you for joining me today. This is the first time that we are ever doing a live stream on two platforms. So those of you that are joining me on YouTube, please just make sure that if you are wanting an interactive type of class, you can head over to the ActivvLabs platform. The link is in the description below. And on this platform, you will be able to interact with me more. I'll be able to chat a little bit more with you. That's the whole purpose of these live streams, to have a little bit more of an interactive experience. And before we begin, I would just like to have a warm welcome to those of you that have joined me on the ActivvLabs app. Thank you for joining us today. We have a few of our very own patrons. So very, very happy to see your names and your faces. And as I say in all our classes, as you feel comfortable, please feel free to turn on your video, turn on your mic so that we can have a beautiful interactive class. Today we are doing a beginner-based Pilates class, but I will give you some modifications if you are wanting more of a challenge, if you're feeling up for it. Please remember just to make sure that you are aware of your body and that you stick to your limits, that you don't push past pain and you maintain in those comfortable ranges of motion. Let's get straight into it. We're going to be started seated in the center of our mat. We're going to bring our feet about 1.5 feet away from our glutes. We're placing our hands on our shins and we're lengthening and activating that spine. We're going to start with a little bit of a spine stretch. So let's inhale. Exhale, round ourselves down, tucking in that chin and chest, rounding that back. And inhale to pause, exhale, stack that vertebra, opening that chest, lifting your head up to the ceiling, keeping those knees aligned. Exhale, rounding back down, really focus on getting that spine stretch. And let's do 2 more, exhale, open. And slowly rounding yourself and tucking in. And last one, lifting up. We're going to extend those legs, bringing yourself a little bit more to the back of the mat. Palms in front of you. I want those ankles in line with those knees and toes pointing towards the ceiling. Let's inhale. Exhale, tucking in that chin, rounding yourself. Just be creating an awareness of that body, feeling where you're tight. Let's inhale to pause. Exhale, roll yourself, rounding through those abdominals, stacking that vertebra. Let's do 2 more of these. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking in and rolling down and around, reaching as far as you can go. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly roll yourself back. Last one, we're going to stay in that rounded C curve. Deep breath in. Very nice, everybody. Let's tuck in and roll yourself down. And now we're slowly going to extend that back, bringing arms towards your ears. And we're going to hold core tight, back extended, lengthening through that spine, flexing those ankles. Deep breath. We're going to pulsate those arms slightly backwards by activating our scap muscles. Let's inhale and exhale, pulsate for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, sucking in that belly, 2, 1, and slowly dropping down, rounding that curve, and stacking that vertebra. Very nice, everyone. Let's come back to the center. We're slowly going to inhale, and on that exhale, we're opening our chest towards the left-hand side, and we're following our hand with our arms, reaching backwards and back to center and changing over to the other side. Inhale, exhale, rotate and back to center. We're doing 3 of these on each side, allowing those hips to stay forward, and you're rotating from the center of your waist and back to center. Inhale, exhale, rotate and reach. If you struggle with hamstring pain, you can just keep your knees bent like so. Let's do 1 more on each side and reach. And back to center. And rotate. And back to center. Let's round that spine again. Inhale. Exhale, rounding yourself down and reaching forward. Now we're stacking and extending that back onto your side. Now we're going to bring arms to T-point and back up to center. And exhale, lower those arms to T-point, keeping neck in neutral, leaning forward while you maintain that extended back by keeping that core tight and those back muscles activated. Keep working. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Let's do 2 more. Keep working. You want to feel that activation. And the last one, all the way up. Bringing arms back to center. Rolling yourself down and back up into stack. That's fun. Very nice, everybody. Let's bring those feet back to the center of the mat. And I want us to slowly bring arms in front of us. We're going to inhale. And on that exhale, round that curve down to 45. And slowly roll yourself back up. And inhale, exhale, rolling yourself down. And slowly back up. We're doing 4 more of these. And rounding down. And slowly back up. Suck belly to spine. And last one. And back up. Now we're going to go all the way down onto our backs into that supine position. Very nice, everyone. We're slowly going to get into that center of the mat, starting with our pelvic curl. I want those feet 1.5 feet away from those glutes and a fist distance away from one another. Let's inhale. And exhale, tucking that pelvis in, rolling it up off the floor, 1 vertebra at a time, squeezing those glutes. We're going to do 3 pelvic curls. Let's inhale, exhale, just making sure we are aligned. We have a good muscular balance. And inhale, exhale, round yourself back up, controlling through that spine. Inhale. Exhale, rounding yourself back down and articulating. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, rolling back up 1 vertebra at a time. Lifting. Emphasize that glute activation. Let's try to lift those glutes a little bit higher if you can. Squeezing as much as you can. Let's slowly bring our arms up towards the ceiling. And we're going to inhale, exhale, bring arms to T-point, back to center, and then overhead. We're going to do 5 of these. I want you to feel that emphasized glute activation while you're working. So lift a little bit higher, tilt that pelvis a little bit harder, and dig those heels into the ground so that you can get that emphasized hamstring activation. Last one. Exhale, overhead. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, arms to T-point and back to center. We're going to keep our arms at T-point. We're going to inhale. And on that exhale, we're lifting that right leg into tabletop, maintaining that position. Let's inhale. And on that exhale, we are slowly toe tapping as we bring arms overhead and back up. That's 1. And 2, and 3, core tight. We're doing 6 of these. 4, really working hard on that stabilizing leg to maintain that good posture. 5, and 6, dropping that leg down, lifting the other leg into that tabletop position. Inhale, exhale, toe tap as we bring arms overhead. Exhale, lower. That's 2. Very nice, everyone. Making sure you're maintaining that 90-degree angle in that knee and that hip height. We've got 2 more. And 1. And 2. And slowly dropping down, lifting those hips to slowly roll yourself back down onto the mat. Hands on your sides. Let's take a deep breath. And as we exhale, lift the right leg into tabletop. Then the left leg, 90 degrees in those hips, 90 degrees in those knees. We're going to bring arms overhead, and we're slowly going to extend that right leg and lower as we lift arms overhead. So let's inhale, exhale, lift ourselves up and lower, and slowly back down to starting point. Now to the other leg. Inhale, exhale, lift yourself up as you extend and lower and back down to starting point. We have the movement. Let's start from the top, 3 on each leg. Inhale, exhale, lift head, neck, and chest off the ground as we lower that leg and slowly back. And lift, extend and lower, and slowly back. And 2, extend and lower, making sure that you are maintaining that pelvic positioning. And 3, and lower. If you're struggling to lower with that straight leg, then you can just do a single leg toe tap. And lower. And last one, lifting up and lowering. We're going to keep our head, neck, and chest on the floor, off the floor, interlacing our hands behind our head. If you struggle with neck pain, please just lower your neck onto the floor. We're going to lift right leg up towards the ceiling, then left leg, while we keeping our head, neck, and chest off the floor, keeping core tight, and lift, keeping core tight, and slowly from here, we are going to come back to center. Let's inhale, and on that exhale, we are double leg toe tapping all the way down, and inhale back up. Making sure you're not moving that pelvis as you're working. Keep going. You want to make sure that you are activating deep into those core and tummy muscles. And last one. And slowly dropping legs down, dropping head, neck, and chest down, bringing arms into a T position, ankles and knees together, and we're just rocking from side to side. Very nice, everyone. I hope you are managing. Just make sure that you're maintaining that core activation and that control. If you're feeling it into that lower back, it means that you're not activating correctly and you're hyperextending. So just make sure that you emphasize that flat back. We're going to turn over onto our left-hand sides. And depending on how you feel, depending on the level of challenge that you want, you can either lie with your head rested on your shoulder, or you can lift yourself up with your elbow under your shoulder. And we are slowly going to make sure that ankles, hips, and shoulders are all aligned. Core nice and tight and stacking. Emphasis here is to make sure that that pelvis doesn't open. You want to stabilize and activate. Let's slowly inhale. Other hand up towards the ceiling or comfortably behind your head. Let's inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. We're going to do 5 of these before we open and extend. And that's 3. Keep going. Core tight. Work hard. 4. Making sure those ribs aren't flaring. And 5. On the 6th one, we are opening, keeping that knee and extending. And back and close. So you see the movement. And extend and back to the foot, closing that knee. And open and extend and closing that foot and back to the knee. Let's do 2 more of these. And last one. And lifting up and slowly back and dropping that ankle and knee back down. We're going to lift that leg, both ankle and knee at the same time. We're going to do 5 of these. That's 2. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. We're going to lift and hold in the air. Now we are dropping that knee towards the knee. Back up. and dropping that ankle towards the other ankle and back up. So we're doing 5 of these. That's 1. Inhale, center, ankle toe tap. Back to center, that's 2. You should be feeling a beautiful activation into that glute region. And let's do 1 more. Keep going. And last one. And slowly coming down, we're going to turn over onto our tummies. Very nice, everyone. Let's extend and lengthen ourselves onto the floor. Remember, even though you are in a prone position when you're lying on your tummy, you want to make sure that you're still activating that core and those glutes. We're going to start with just lifting our straight legs off the floor while we maintain a neutral position in our back and upper body. Let's inhale. Exhale, lift those legs up and slowly down. That's 1. And up and down. And up and down. And up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. And last one, we're going to keep those straight legs off the floor. Now we're lifting our chest and arms. Let's inhale. Exhale, rolling up. And slowly back down, keeping that core tucked, keeping those knees off the floor. And up. Inhale. Back to center. Exhale up. Let's do 3 more. Very nice, everyone. Keeping core tight, knees together, using those glutes. And last one. Lifting up, and we're going to hold. Let's try to push through, everybody. Core tight, working hard, neck in neutral. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming down. We're going to do 1 more sequence before we turn over onto our other side to do our glute work. Let's take a deep breath in. And on that exhale, we're lifting straight legs off the floor and then straight arms. And we're slowly going to bring our arms into a Y position, a W position, then extending our hands towards one another behind us, back to W, and then extending forward as we rotate our palms to each other. So that's the movement. Let's begin. Inhale, exhale, arms to W. Then extend arms behind you. Then back to W and extend overhead. And that's 1. And squeeze core tight, keeping that neck in neutral. Very nice, everyone. I hope you're getting a little bit of a workout here. If you're feeling tired and you need to rest, you can have that rest and just jump right back in when you're ready. We're doing 1 more of these. And bring arms to W, squeezing those elbows together, extending arms behind you, palms towards each other, back to W, and extend and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down. Let's lift ourselves up into that rest position. Very nice, everyone. Let's lengthen ourselves and push those shoulders into the ground. Just allow that body to stretch out. Let's open our knees a little bit more away from each other. And we're sitting into our heel area, our heels, and slowly leaning down. And we're just opening those hips a little bit more as we're going. And inhale and exhale. And back up into that all fours position. We're slowly going to do a cat stretch before we progress into our next sequence. Let's inhale. Exhale, rounding that spine up towards the ceiling. And inhale to pause. Exhale, opening that chest, extending that upper back. Deep breath in. And exhale, round. Pushing the spine up, 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 up. And slowly coming back on that exhale to open that upper back, opening that chest. And slowly leaning back into that rest position. Let's turn over onto our right hand side. Very nice, everybody. Again, same thing. If you are wanting a little bit, if you're wanting to focus on that activation and not too much of a challenge, you can rest your head comfortably on your arm. Otherwise, resting that elbow under that shoulder, stacking that vertebra, shoulders, hips, and ankles all in line. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. I want you to work really hard on opening, using that glutes to open those hips and slowly back. This hand is going to go behind your head or up towards the ceiling. Core tight, stabilizing that pelvic area. Very nice. Let's keep going, sucking in that pelvic floor. Now lift and hold and extend that leg and back down and closing those knees, opening those knees, extending, now bending and closing that clamp. And keep working, open and extend and flex back to your ankle and close. Let's do 2 more and extend and down. And last one, and opening and extend and slowly coming back down. Deep breath in, ready for our next sequence. We are lifting that ankle and that knee up at the same time. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, close. And lift. Inhale, close. Very nice, everyone. Keep working and close. And lift and close. And last one, keeping it there. We are slowly going to knee tap. Top knee onto lower knee. Lifting back up into ankle tap. And lifting back up. Keeping the ankle elevated as you drop that knee. Keeping that knee elevated as you drop that ankle. Keep working. Let's do one more now that we have that movement. And slowly lifting back up to slowly come back down. We're going to lie back on our backs. Very nice, everyone. Let's bring our arms overhead. We're going to lift our legs up into tabletop position, then extending them up towards the ceiling. If you do again struggle with hamstring flexibility, you don't have to extend too much. We're going to lift head, neck, and chest off the ground, and we're going to interlace our hands behind our right knee. We're inhaling, exhaling, dropping that left leg towards the floor, pulsating our right leg 2 pulses, and slowly rotate 2 pulses. Core nice and tight, and rotate, and change over, and change over. Working those abdominals to maintain that upper back off the floor and allowing those hamstrings to stretch out. Let's do one more on each leg. And lifting our legs back up to center, rolling head, neck, and chest back down and hugging those knees. And just rocking from side to side, getting ready for our next abdominal sequence. Very nice, everybody. We've got just a few minutes left. Let's push through. We're going to bring both legs up towards the ceiling and hands overhead. Again, if you feel more comfortable to maintain the activation, you can bend your knees as we do the work. We're bringing arms overhead. And as we exhale, we're lifting head, neck, and chest and arms up towards the ceiling and lowering our legs slightly down and slowly back to starting point. Starting point is this position. Let's inhale, exhale, lift head, neck, and chest up as we lower our legs down slightly and slowly back to starting point. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, exhale, lowering those legs. Inhale, back down. Exhale, lift as we lower and slowly back down. And last one, we're going to stay in the air, lowering those legs slightly and rotating our palms to face the floor into hundreds. Let's inhale 5 pulses and exhale 5 pulses. And inhale and exhale and inhale. Let's do 2 more and slowly rounding our arms as we bend our knees to hug those knees towards your chest. We're going to lift our knees back up into tabletop. And I want us to open our knees out laterally. So as you're lying on your mat, you can see that your feet are together and your knees are out wide. We're slowly going to inhale and exhale. We're extending both legs outwards and slowly back into a double leg toe tap. And if you feel like you're struggling with that double leg toe tap in that position, then just close those knees, do a double leg toe tap, come back to center, open those knees and extend. And coming feet back together into that double leg toe tap. Inhale, center. Very slow and controlled movements, keeping those toes pointed, and double leg toe tap, back to center. And extend, bringing feet back together, and slowly double leg toe tapping. Very nice, everybody. Let's extend, bringing feet back together, and double leg toe tapping, and slowly back up. Last one. And double leg toe tap and slowly back up, closing those knees. Right leg down, left leg down. Arms in that T position, rocking from side to side. We've got another short sequence on each side for our glute work. I hope you're all ready for it. Last little push of the day. Let's turn over onto our left hand sides. We are going to lie comfortably on our arms, palms facing up towards the ceiling, lower leg in line with that hip. I wanted it to be in a 90-degree angle. We are lifting this other top leg up towards the ceiling. I want your other hand either in front of you for stability or behind your head. Let's bring that leg forward to align with the other knee. So you're using your lower knee as a point of reference, core tight. Inhale, exhale. We're just doing little pulsations for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6. Core tight, stabilizing with that tummy. 5, 4, 3 and 2 and 1, and slowly bringing that knee back to an extended position, shoulders all in line with those knees and ankles, and we are doing the same thing, pulsing, but we're maintaining that stability. And 10 and 9, keep working, and 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4. You're lengthening your body as much as you can. 2 and 1, and last one, we are bending and extending for 6 counts. We're bending, keeping that knee height. You have the movement. Let's do another 4. You're getting that beautiful glute activation. Very nice. And 3 and 4. And slowly lowering that leg down and turning over onto our tummies. Before we transition onto our other side, we're going to do one more back extension. Let's work hard. We are bending our knees, placing our hands on our ankles. We are lifting our knees off the ground. We're activating our glutes. And neck is in neutral and on the floor. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, pointing our toes up and opening that chest and slowly inhaling back down. But you can see that my knees are staying off the ground. Inhale, exhale, extend, and slowly come down. If you're feeling like this is hurting your back, then don't extend those knees up towards the ceiling more. You're just lifting and lowering. Or you can just hold in this position. Please don't push through pain. And extend and slowly lowering. Last one, we're going to lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down, turning over onto our other side, our right hand side, to complete that sequence. We're really doing movement around that mat today, keeping it fun, keeping it exciting. Let's bring that lower leg in line with that hip in that 90-degree angle. We are lifting that other leg, aligning it with that knee in front of us. Other hand up towards the ceiling or behind your head. And inhale and exhale as we pulsing. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly extending to do that same thing and pulsing core tight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up to center, lifting that knee, ready to flex that knee and bend and extend and bend and extend and bend. Let's do 3 more, core tight, and 1 and 2, last one, and extend and slowly coming back down. Let's turn over onto our backs. We're going to extend our arms overhead. Deep breath in. As we breathe in, bringing arms to your side, lifting head, neck, and chest. And exhale, roll yourself up, rounding that spine, reaching forward. And we're going to do 2 more of these. If you struggle to control yourself down, you can put your hands behind the back of your thighs to work yourself down. Arms overhead. And inhale, arms to side, lifting head, neck, and chest. Exhale, reach and round that back. Inhale to pause. Exhale, rounding yourself all the way down. Last one, arms overhead. Inhale, bring arms to side, lifting head, neck, and chest. Exhale, round yourself into that rounded C curve and reaching. Slowly coming into the center of your mat. And I want you to bring your feet into a crisscross position, making sure that you're stacking that spine, and you just have a loose crisscross position, so you're not tucking in tight. And we're going to bring our hand to our right hand side, our left hand to our left hand side. We're going to bring our right hand over towards the left, reaching, 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 reaching. As we're reaching, we are pushing, oopsie. We are pushing our glutes into the ground, and inhale back to center and changing over. Very nice, everyone. Allowing that stretch in that side of your body. And let's do 1 more on each side before we go forward. Very nice. And slowly coming back to center, bringing your arms in front of you. And we're going to reach our arms down and forward, pushing those glutes into the ground as much as you can, allowing that glute to stretch out. And breathe in and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Slowly rolling yourself back up. Good. Can you hear me? Sorry about that. Thank you for the heads up. Let's continue to finish off. Let's do 1 more. We are rounding. We're rotating our feet. So if you had your outside foot out, you bring it in. And you are slowly going to bring your hands back down just to stretch out that other glute, reaching forward and pushing down. And pushing those shoulders, and breathe in and out. And in and out, and slowly back up. We're going to do 1 more spine stretch just to reassess our body, seeing how we feel after that workout. We're bringing our ankles in line with those hips, palms in front of us and facing one another. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking in that chin and chest all the way down, reaching forward as far as you can go. Inhale to pause. Exhale slowly, rolling yourself back up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, tucking in that chin. then chest, and reaching, 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 reaching. Inhale, exhale slowly, rolling yourself back up and coming back into center. Thanks everybody for joining me with that live stream. I hope that you can join me next time on the ActivvLabs app. So if you want to join, we are doing many continuously till the end of the month. We are doing them for free. So come along and join us all. Looking forward to seeing you there. And to those of you on the ActivvLabs app, I would love to get to know you a little bit more and meet you. So I see